on my child's life, I'll never pick up another case again. So don't come to me with on my child's life. If you want to bet on somebody's life, bet on your own life.
Right. It's been 10 years, Your Honor, since the last time I got in.
This is a motion to revoke.
No, it's a PSI.
Oh, it's a PSI?
Yeah.
Thank you. Did he do a plea on 2 cases?
Yes, Judge, and we did the withdrawal of the plea last time we were here on the theft charge, which I believe is.
All right, there's an issue over his citizenship, correct?
That's correct.
All right, so are you all asking to proceed with the trial, or what are we doing here? And sir, you need to be in the center and your attorney is over here.
Yes. So the agreement, Your Honor, was that we would withdraw the plea on the theft charge. Let me get the case number.
No, I mean, are you all withdrawing the plea on both cases?
No, Judge, just on the theft charge.
So have you conferred with the state to see what they want to do?
No, because I mean, nothing's changed. I mean,
Well, I mean, if you're just withdrawing the plea on one case and you all pled to 2, there's still the other case that's out there.
right, and so nothing is changing, Judge. The only difference is the Padilla letter. It changes kind of for the Padilla letter whether it's a aggravated felony or if it's a deportable offense.
All right, so I'm trying to, if y'all want to confer, because he pled to a felon in possession of a firearm and theft 30,000, for a vehicle. So I'm trying to figure out, are you all withdrawing pleas in both of those cause numbers?
No, just on the theft one.
So the felon in possession of the weapon, you're saying it will not affect his status?
Well, all of them are deportable, Your Honor, and he's aware of that. Everything is deportable.
All right. So state, you all want to confer?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Thank you. All right. So where are we on this case?
Judge, it's my understanding that the defendant's going to withdraw his plea. It was on 2023 CR 4112, but that the plea would still stand in 2023 CR 3934.
So what is going to happen with the 4112? Is that going to trial?
We'll take it into consideration, Judge.
Okay.
So in essence, instead of pleading on 2, he's just going to plead on the 1.
So he's pleading on the 3934?
Yes, the vehicle.
All right.
And
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 3934 and 2023 CR 4112, State of Texas versus Ernest Morales. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Anita Perez for the defense, Judge.
Here's where the case takes a sharp turn. A motion to revoke means the court is rethinking whether Morales' deal should stand. This signals serious trouble ahead.
All right. And are you Mr. Morales?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And taking your plea, we discovered that you were not a U.S. citizen. Is there any motions from the defense?
Yes, Your Honor, we would like the court to withdraw the plea on the felon possession of firearm, cause number 2023 CR 4112, and I believe the state is not opposed.
States are not opposed, Judge.
All right. And you're not opposed to being a motion, correct?
No, Your Honor.
All right. The court will grant the motion to withdraw. And as both parties know, if someone is not a citizen and they have not been advised on the consequences of their plea, then a withdrawal is what is needed. And so I will grant the motion to withdraw in that case. Now, next we move on to 2023 CR 3934. Are you all proceeding with the plea in that cause number?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
All right, counsel, have you received all the discovery in that case? I believe the no contest plea was already entered, correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right. And count 2 was waived. And according to the plea bargain agreement, the state is silent on his application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
Any objections?
No.
And have you had a chance to speak with an immigration attorney on behalf of Mr. Morales?
Yes, Judge. Sarah May is here. She's present in the courtroom as well. And she's also submitted to me, a Padilla letter, that admonishes Mr. Morales on his immigration consequences. And if the court wants me to go into that right now, or if the court wants me to go into it a little bit later, it's up to the board.
All right. So with regards to the waiver and admonitions, the defendant checked the box that he is a United States citizen. So my understanding, he is not a citizen. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So then the paperwork needs to be changed. So if you all can change this and initial it, please.
Yes.
So Mr. Morales, you understand that you're charged with the offense of theft, $30,000 to $150,000 of a vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand
Yes, Your Honor.
the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now the stakes are clear. Morales is facing 2 heavy charges: firearm possession and vehicle theft. And remember, his immigration status could tip the scales even further.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Here's my question. Number one, what is your first language?
Spanish.
All right, would you be more comfortable with an interpreter?
No.
All right, so how long have you been in the United States?
Well, I was 11 years old when my mom brought me here. I'm 42.
All right, did you go to school here?
Yes.
All right, so are you able to communicate with me in English?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you been able to understand everything?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so here's the question. Are you a U.S. citizen?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So, counsel,
Yes, Judge.
has he been given the advice of an immigration attorney?
Yes, Judge. So we've talked it over with Sarah May, and I mean, if the court wants me to go into all his charges and all the deplorable offense, I can do that, Judge.
Okay.
And
Well, did he have ample time to speak with Ms. May?
yes, he has.
All right. Has he been advised of the consequences of entering a plea of no contest or guilty as it relates to his immigration status?
Yes, Judge.
Did that advice include possible consequences such as deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States, and the denial of naturalization?
That is correct, Judge. Yes.
Do you believe he understands the consequences of entering a plea in this case as it relates to his immigration issues?
Yes, he does.
Mr. Morales, have you had ample time and opportunity to speak with an immigration attorney about your status here in the United States?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had ample time to speak to them about the consequences of entering a plea in this case as it relates to your immigration status?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did that consequences include things such as deportation, exclusion from the United States, and the denial of naturalization?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand the consequences of entering a plea of guilty or no contest as it relates to your immigration status here in the United States?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state and defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
Any objections to the PSI report, state or the defense?
No, Your Honor.
No,
Any
Judge.
witnesses from the state or the defense?
None from the state, Judge.
All right, then the state is silent. The court will hear argument. Defense?
Yes, Judge. So my client, he's 42 years old. He's from Nicaragua. He's got one prior felony conviction, and that was back in 2010. It was a 39-day jail sanction for possession of controlled substance. And then he had an evading arrest back in 2007 where he served 100 days jail. We are asking for probation, Judge. He's only been to prison one other time. He doesn't want to go to prison. Obviously, that was 13 years ago. He's 42 years old. He has 3 kids, 2 of which are adulted out, and he's got an 11-year-old that's still underage. He does work as a roofer. He's worked most of it. Well, obviously, he's worked all of his adult life. I have spoken to his boss on several occasions. He was not able to be here today, Judge. I can proffer that he would testify that he has a job rep for him because he has told me numerous times that he will give him a job because he's a good worker. He is not a citizen, so we talked about that with Ms. May. He has never he has a deferred adjudication on the controlled substance charge. He doesn't have a deferred adjudication on the theft charge, which is why we're applying for deferred adjudication on this particular charge, Judge, because it significantly will impact and it'll improve his chances of not being deported if he should be granted deferred adjudication. Notwithstanding, my client obviously regrets what he did. I don't know if you want to tell the court about what happened that day, and just kind of let her know. I'll defer to my client.
Okay, before we get to that, I don't see in the PSI report, excuse me, that he's ever been to prison.
Think about this moment. Morales just heard the worst case scenario, up to 10 years in prison with kids at home. Depending on him, that number isn't just years, it's lost birthdays and futures.
So has he been to
It's
prison?
state jail. It was state jail, Judge.
No,
39
it doesn't even show him being in prison for a state jail. The state jail, he was placed on deferred adjudication. Then it said probation expired.
2010.
So I don't see that. That one, that was 39 days, but not in the state jail facility because it was only 39 days. So that had to have been in the Bexar County Jail.
Well, but that's the only felony conviction that he has, Judge.
Okay.
So, I mean,
No.
Yeah.
It counts as a felony conviction, but I just didn't see it.
I mean, yeah, it was a short, I don't know if you were on,
I never been to prison, never been to DC state jail. Oh, anything like that.
All right, do you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Ernesto Morales.
All right, is there anything you would like to say?
Yes, Your Honor. Like, to begin, I'm 42 years old. I got into this trouble with these people because I owed them some money. You know, I owed them like about almost $3,500. They had loaned me the money to get an apartment, you know, and get my life, you know. Well, the time came to pay them. I didn't have the money to pay them back, and I just started working back at the roofing for a living, you know. I was like forced to do what I did, you know, in order to pay that money back.
What do you mean forced to do what you did? Did somebody have a gun to your head and say, hey, take the U-Haul?
Yes, pretty much. Because
I mean, it's not pretty much. Did somebody do that?
yes, because I owe them the money, you know, I owe them $3,500.
All right, so here's the thing. If you commit an offense, I mean, I've never had this happen to me, but I know from law school and from the law, if you commit an offense, I mean, not killing anyone, but if somebody pulls a gun on your head, you know, holds a gun to your head and says, hey, you better take this U-Haul, then that's a defense.
That's pretty much.
So state, he's saying someone forced him to take the U-Haul.
That's pretty much what happened. And so I did it, right? And that was my way of paying him back the money that he had loaned me.
Wait, did you catch that Morales just claimed he acted under duress, meaning at gunpoint in law that can be a complete defense? But the big problem, this might be the very first time anyone in this courtroom is hearing that claim.
You know,
All right, I tell you what, this is what we're going to do. We're going to let you sit and talk to your attorney, all right? Because what you're telling me.
I don't want this over tonight, y'all. I mean, today,
No. But here's the thing. I like for people to have a chance to communicate with their attorneys. You just told me that someone forced you at gunpoint to commit this offense. I want you to discuss that with your attorney because this may be the first time your attorney's hearing that. I don't know that. So we're still here. We'll be here till 12, but discuss that with your attorney, okay? So have you had a chance to speak with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anything you wish to say with regards to what he stated?
yes, Judge. Well, as we talked about before, Mr. Morales is not a U.S. citizen. And so obviously, getting to this point, to this plea, and the reason why we are pleading to this charge versus the other charges, it has to do everything with his immigration status. Even if the state could prove he was, or even if we could prove that he was innocent of one, he, is guilty on the other ones. So,
Okay, so
that's our rationale
all right,
for our plea bargain agreement, Judge.
because what's in the PSI report is different from what he told me. What's in the PSI report is that, yes, he was struggling financially. And it's on page 9 of the PSI report. He said he owed a debt to someone, offered him a job to pay off his debt, which was to go steal a truck. That's different from somebody put a gun to my head and said,
No, I mean,
take this truck.
that didn't really happen, like, I mean, I owed them the money, but they didn't really
All right, so why are you making me believe that somebody put a gun to your head, or at least trying to make me believe that someone put a gun to your head and said, go steal these trucks?
I'm nervous, Your Honor, to be honest with you. And to be honest with you, I just want to ask you, like, I'm 42 years old. I have 3 daughters, my two oldest one, they married, like, my youngest one, she's 11. She depends on me.
But I mean,
I'm
you're
not-
here stealing.
It's wrong what I did, and like, I mean, it's been 10 years since the last time I got in trouble. I completed probation once, and I was going to ask you, I was going to beg you, I'm willing to take 20 years probation.
Oh, we don't do that here.
I'm willing to take the monitor. I'm willing to take drug tests every day. I'm willing to take community service and AA classes. It was a mistake that I made,
No, it's not a mistake. It's choices you made. These are choices. These are not mistakes. So you made choices. You made choices to steal the U-Haul. And honestly, I'm seriously thinking about sending you to prison. But what I'm weighing against sending you to prison is the fact that, yes, you have a state jail felony drug case and you were given misdemeanor punishment for it. But what I'm thinking about is the fact that there's restitution that's owed. There is $1,800 owed to U-Haul.
I'm willing to pay all that.
There is $5,100 that's owed to.
Here we see Desperation Morales is offering anything daily tests, ankle monitors, endless probation just to stay out of prison. But in Judge Boyd's courtroom promises don't erase a record of broken ones.
Shane Drake, and I know that these people want their money.
I will pay all that back.
No, I mean, don't make promises that you're not intending to keep. All right.
That's on my kid's life, Your Honor.
Oh, no. Don't be throwing stuff on your children's life. That is not a good look, and that's not a good sign when people say, I do everything on my child's life. Your child don't want whether you complete something or not to depend on their life, because I'm sure you said when you had probation for drug cases, on my child's life, I will never use again. And what I'm looking at, some more possession less than a gram case. On my child's life, I will complete this possession less than a gram case. And what ends up happening? You really didn't complete it well. So don't come to me with on my child's life. I'm sure with this evading arrest, this misdemeanor case, on my child's life, I'll never pick up another case again. So don't come to me with on my child's life. If you want to bet on somebody's life, bet on your own life.
Right. It's been 10 years, Your Honor, since the last time I got in trouble.
You know when the last time I got in trouble for a criminal case?
Never.
Yeah. You know when the last time your attorney got in trouble for a criminal case?
Never.
You know when the last time he got in trouble for a criminal case?
Never.
You know the last time the deputy got in trouble for a criminal case?
Never.
So don't come here with me with the last time I got into trouble for a criminal case is 10 years ago, like that's something fantastic. When you're put on this planet, all you have to do is follow the rules.
Right.
And it's not like you committing an offense and it's some civil disobedience or something else is going on. You're just being selfish.
Right. The only reason, to Your Honor, why I'm here in front of you, because these charges are from February, right? So February, March, April, I came out on April, I think, on a PR bond, right? ICE picked me up. Immigration picked me up from here when I got released on April. Well, they released me an hour later, Well, back then, I didn't know that when they released me, I was supposed to report back.
But let's start with this. Why did immigration pick you up?
Because I'm not a citizen.
No, there are plenty of people who are residents. You're a resident.
Yeah, I'm a
So
resident.
why did they pick you up?
Because of my charges?
So it's not like immigration just popped up and like, oh,
No.
let's see who's a That's why they pick you up. So don't come with.
Well, I mean, I didn't know they picked me up because of my charges, you know? Because my thing, you know, it was expired, you know? Well, when they released me, I didn't know I was supposed to, you know, like report, you know, like they never told me, well, we're going to release you, but you still got to report back, you know? Now that the immigration lawyer, you know, was here, now I know.
Let me just tell you, I really don't think you're a good candidate for probation. Counsel, if you want to bring in his employer, you're more than welcome to do that. Maybe I'll think about it, but I don't think he's a good candidate with the information I have right now. So if you want to have his employer come in to testify, we can recall this for Monday. His employer can come in.
They're not gonna come, Your Honor. I'll be completely honest with you. They're not. I mean, they're willing to hold me like out there when I'm out there, you know. But when it comes down to like them, you know, being all around these, I'm being completely honest with you. They're not gonna come. They're not.
All right. So why wouldn't they come?
Because they don't like to be involved, you know, like in all this stuff. I mean, they will hold me if I'm out there. You know what I mean? But like, to be honest with you, like completely honest with you, I'm not even gonna waste your time. I'm not even gonna waste my time. I know for a fact they will not come. You know, that's for a fact, you know.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Take in consideration 2023 CR 4112.
And Judge Boyd delivers the final lesson: staying out of crime isn't something to brag about. It's the baseline expectation for Morales. This moment may decide whether the court sees change or just more excuses.
2023 CR 4111. There's to be restitution. All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Morales?
Judge, if I can address the court.
Sure.
So with respects to the, it'll be a conviction.
Yes.
Obviously that changes the immigration deportable offenses standards. We were originally asking for a deferred adjudication, on that particular charge, because it would make it less on his immigration status. I don't know if the court can reconsider.
No.
Let us continue.
I mean, he said his witnesses are not coming. No. I'm sentencing him to the 3 years. And I've given him less than he bargained for. So that's what I'm sentencing him to.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you.